What's up, guys? Look, a lot of people are asking how do I strip the paint out of a classic car. If you don't know, I'm very into classic cars, and today we're going to demonstrate several different ways. There's no right or wrong, but there are more efficient ways. I want to start with the basic of the basic, which is hand stripping. What I'm using here is just a piece of wood, which is flat. I added some 80 grit sandpaper, and I used the wood because it's heavy and it does most of the work. So what you do is up and down and keep on going. It works. It's just not the most efficient way to do it, but it does work. If you do not have any other option, but you do have time in your hands, it's 100% doable. Do I recommend? If you do not have another option, yeah, go for it. Let me show you guys a little bit of the progress, what to expect. This is the manual mode. Here you go. With, I don't know, maybe 6 pounds, I'll say, probably. It does remove material, as you can see. It does remove, but so far I'm still on the clear coat. Method number 2. This one here is, I can easily say, is one of the favorites from for a lot of people out there, which is DA with 80 grit sandpaper. Is much faster than by hand. I can guarantee you that. Is the most efficient? I don't think so. Let's see. Let me bring you guys closer here so you guys can see. But it's way faster than by hand. Okay, we are already past the clear coat. We are hitting some primer. But we have not hit bare metal yet. Let's stop this one. Let's continue on this one. This one is effective. You see where the DA, the sandpaper, didn't collect as much dust. But we're gonna try something else here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add here. This is very nice, by the way. This is a converter. You can buy a Harbor Freight. I think it's like $6.99. You add to the hook and loop. And then you can use the PSA or the sticky sandpaper. This one here is a Diablo. I highly recommend Diablo. They're very good. They are a little bit more expensive, but they're very good sandpapers. This is a 40 grit. Let's see the difference. If you're new to hand labor, let me tell you one thing. The lower the grit, the more material you're gonna remove, but also deeper scratch you're gonna leave on the panel. With the 40 grit, we are already here, hit bare metal here. So people ask, can you strip an entire car with a DA and sandpaper? Yes, you can. Totally you can. I recommend to go with 36 or 40, and then later you use the 80 grit to remove some of the deeper cuts before you apply the Bondo. or the body filler. Way faster than the 80 grit. If you're doing a repair, I would say this. This probably is going to be your best option for a small repair. Why? Because you guys see this here, where you have the clear coat, base coat, then you have the primer. You have a second primer here. I don't know if you guys can see, but you have a different color. So these are different applications. And then you have the bare metal. This shading that you see, like from one primer to the other, to base, to clear, is what we call in body shop or on painting or body work, we call this feathering. So when you have this, it's easier for you to block and make it blend any repair that you do in this area. So use this if you're doing a small repair. Let's say you had a failure in a paint job and you got to remove, you got to go to bare metal, you got to fix that. Go with this. If you're doing a whole car, I do not recommend you do this, because you're gonna be doing hours and hours and hours of work. But does it work? It does. Have I done it? I done it. Would I do it again? Only if I do not have any other option. Okay, let's go to one other method that it is a little bit faster. Do I recommend? Again, it is faster, but you gotta have arms. It's a rotary tool. This is DA. It is way easier, way smoother for you to control than a rotary tool. Rotary tool is, it keeps spinning in a single direction non-stop. So it can burn the panel. It can create warps of heat in metal sheets, but it is efficient if you know what you're doing and you have practice in using a rotary tool. I'll say go for it. Is the most efficient way? No, it's not. Would I do it? Between these methods, I think this is probably the best here. I'm gonna go here on, let's see, on 4. Let's see. As you guys can see, you go way faster. The difference, it works. It's just you got to be careful. I've done it and it works. But what I recommend, okay, it is fast compared to these methods. It is, I'll say, very, how do they call the kids? They call it very satisfying. It is one of my favorite methods. You take a die angle grinder If you do not have a air compressor that can hold this type of tools, they do have electrical ones, and this is very good. I can't even explain. This here is like a sponge or like a tougher resin that they put some resin on top of it and create this mesh. 3M is the best, but they do have knockoff brands that are as efficient as. I just don't think it lasts as long. It costs about $15 to $20 each disc, depending where you go, but it is very efficient. This tool here, it goes, I think, around 25,000 rotations per minute. These discs, I think they are recommended for 10,000. So do not, if you're not a professional, do not go for the fastest tool, because you're gonna break these discs. They have little plastic, let me see if I remove here for you guys. Okay, you see here, this is just a little plastic thread that if it goes too fast, it will break. And how do I know? It braked with me and it hit me on my chest. So be careful, wear gloves, and make sure you control the speed. I don't even, that's full speed, I don't even go there. I go like less than half of the speed of this tool. Material, but you're also conditioning the metal, which is very nice. You see how clean, doesn't leave any spots for you to come back. It's just a very efficient way to do it. Very efficient, very, very efficient. So, like some tools or some methods, they're very efficient for the clear coat, but they're not efficient for the primer. This here, everything. And there is one more tool that I want to try. I haven't tried in a big project. Some people swear by it. I tried once. Maybe I wasn't that confident with the tool that I said, you know what, let's give it another go. Which is a conditioning metal tool. Harbor Freight has it. Eastwood has it. Price difference are massive. They can, pretty much this is a grinder that they, instead of putting the grind disc in this position, they created a drum and invert the grinder. This is pretty much a grinder. This one here has, let me see, is a Bauer from Harbor Freight. It has 8 speeds, okay? let's try with speed 5. Let's see. If it's too fast, we go slower. Give me one sec. Let me put this down for you guys so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I went to speed 6. I don't know, maybe because the drum is brand new and I need to let it soften a little. Let's try to increase this to maximum speed and let's see. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Mix opinion in this one. It does work, I think, for a hood and for the roof. I wouldn't use it because, you see, but maybe if you have a stiffer area, sure, why not? I think it will work very well. Let's see this here. Let me try this. This here is a metal plate full of rust that is here. Let's try. I think this tool for this would be very, very effective. As I expected for this application, I don't think you can get a better tool now. Look how fast it was and how clean. Okay, so this is my 10 cents for you guys. And please subscribe. A lot of you guys watched the video. I don't know if you learned something here today or not. But if you did, leave a comment. I do read the comments. Thank you very much, and until next time.